I never thought my life would turn into a drama straight out of a movie. But here I am, sitting in my car, replaying everything in my head, the lies, the betrayal, the night when everything I believed in was shattered. And the worst part? I didn't see it coming. Not even once. It all started a few months ago. I had been with my girlfriend, Emily, for almost 3 years. We weren't perfect, but I thought we were solid. I thought she was the one. Every time I looked at her, I felt lucky. She had that kind of smile that could stop time. And for me, she was home. But there were little things I began to notice. Things I tried to ignore. She used to answer my calls immediately. Now, half the time, she let them ring out. Her texts became shorter, colder. And when I asked her about it, she always brushed it off with a laugh, saying I was just overthinking. One night, she said she was going out with her friends. A girls' night. Normally, I wouldn't have questioned it. But something in my gut told me to pay attention. I told myself I was being paranoid, but the thought wouldn't leave my mind. So, without planning to, I found myself driving past the bar she mentioned. That's when I saw her. Emily. Standing outside. Not with her girlfriends, but with another guy. And it wasn't just talking. He leaned in, whispered something, and she laughed, that laugh I thought was only mine. Then, she kissed him. My chest tightened. My world froze. It felt like someone ripped my heart straight out. I sat there, gripping the steering wheel, not even breathing. I wanted to storm out, to scream, to demand answers. But I couldn't move. I just watched as the woman I loved slipped away into the arms of someone else. And at that moment, something inside me broke. I sat there in my car for what felt like an eternity, frozen, my mind refusing to accept what my eyes had just seen. My girlfriend, no, the person I thought I knew, was kissing another man right in front of me. My heart was pounding so hard I could barely hear my own thoughts. I wanted to believe it was some sort of mistake. Maybe he leaned in, and she pulled away. Maybe it wasn't what it looked like. But the truth was right there, playing out like a cruel movie. She kissed him back. She smiled at him the way she used to smile at me. Finally, I forced myself to drive away. My hands were shaking on the wheel, my vision blurred. I couldn't go home, not yet. I just drove aimlessly through the city, the same question echoing in my head. Why? The next morning, Emily acted normal. Too normal. She made breakfast, kissed me on the cheek, and asked me about my plans for the day. I stared at her, wondering how someone could betray you so completely, and then pretend nothing had happened. I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I started watching closely. Every time her phone buzzed, she'd tilt the screen away from me. When she went to shower, she took her phone with her. That wasn't like her. A few nights later, I tested her. I told her I had to stay late at work. But instead, I parked a few blocks away from her favorite cafe. And sure enough, I saw her walk in, not alone, but with him. The same guy from before. This time, there was no mistaking it. They sat close, their hands brushing, her eyes lighting up when he spoke. And I realized something that crushed me even more. This wasn't just some random fling. She liked him. Maybe even loved him. I drove home, my chest heavy with anger and disbelief. I paced my apartment, wondering what the hell I was supposed to do. Part of me wanted to burst into that cafe and expose her right then and there. Another part of me just felt broken, like I wasn't enough. That night, I couldn't sleep. I stared at the ceiling, thinking about every memory we shared, every plan we made. Were they all lies? Did she ever really love me, or was I just a placeholder until someone better came along? By morning, I had made a decision. If she was going to betray me, I needed the truth. No excuses. No lies. I had to confront her, even if it meant destroying everything we had. The confrontation didn't go the way I imagined. I thought I'd explode, that I'd scream and demand the truth, but when I saw her that evening, all I felt was exhaustion. I sat at the table, watching her scroll on her phone, pretending everything was fine. "Emily," I said quietly, my voice heavier than I expected. She looked up, smiling, as if nothing was wrong. "Yeah?" I took a deep breath. "Who is he?" For a moment, her face went blank. She froze, then forced a laugh. "What are you talking about?" "Don't do that," I said. "Don't lie. I saw you. Twice. With him." The color drained from her face. She set her phone down slowly. "You followed me?" "Don't twist this," I snapped. "You kissed him. You held his hand. Just tell me the truth." There was silence. Long, unbearable silence. Finally, she whispered, "His name is Ryan. We met at work." My chest tightened. Hearing his name, knowing he wasn't just some stranger, made it all so much worse. "How long?" I asked. She wouldn't meet my eyes. "A couple of months." Months. She had been living this double life for months, kissing me goodnight, and then sneaking around behind my back. I stood up, my chair scraping loudly against the floor. "Why, Emily? Was I not enough? Was 3 years of my life just a joke to you?" Tears welled up in her eyes. "No, it's not like that. I still love you, I do, but don't." I cut her off. "Don't you dare say you love me. People don't do this to the ones they love." She broke down crying, but I couldn't feel sympathy. I felt empty, like someone had drained every ounce of strength from me. I grabbed my jacket and headed for the door. "Where are you going?" she cried out. "I don't know," I said without turning back, "but I can't look at you right now." I walked out into the cold night, my mind spinning. The streetlights blurred as I tried to process everything. A part of me still hoped she'd run after me, beg me to stay, tell me it was all a mistake. But she didn't. Instead, I found myself wandering through the city, ending up at a small park we used to visit together. I sat on a bench, staring at the ground, replaying her words in my head. A couple of months. That meant every "I love you," every kiss, every promise during that time, had been poisoned with lies. That's when my phone buzzed, a message from Emily. Just 2 words, "I'm sorry." Sorry. As if that could fix everything. As if those 2 words could erase the betrayal that had shattered me. And yet, a part of me still wanted to forgive her. I stared at that message on my phone for a long time. "I'm sorry." 2 words that meant nothing and everything at the same time. I wanted to throw my phone against the ground, but instead, I just sat there, frozen. After what felt like hours, I finally replied, "We need to talk." The next evening, I met her at our apartment. She looked like she hadn't slept. Her eyes were red, her face pale. For a moment, seeing her like that almost broke me again. But then I remembered Ryan. I remembered her smile when she looked at him. And the anger returned. "Why?" I asked. My voice cracked. "Just tell me why you did it." She hugged herself tightly, avoiding my eyes. "I don't know. I didn't plan for it to happen. At first, it was just talking. He listened to me in a way I felt you didn't anymore. And then, I don't know, I got carried away." I clenched my fists. "So you throw away 3 years because some guy at work listened to you?" Her lips trembled. "It wasn't just that. I felt seen. And I hated myself for it, but I couldn't stop." Her words cut deeper than any knife. She wasn't just saying she made a mistake. She was admitting she chose him over me. "Do you love him?" I asked quietly. She froze. For a second, I thought she would deny it. But then, softly, she whispered, "I don't know. That was enough. I grabbed my bag, stuffing clothes into it. She rushed toward me, grabbing my arm. Please don't leave. We can fix this. We can go to therapy. We can start over. I shook her off. You made a choice, Emily. And so am I. Her tears streamed down her face, but I didn't stop. I couldn't. I packed what I needed and walked out the door, slamming it behind me. For the first time in years, I was on my own. No shared apartment, no text from her. Just silence. The first few nights were hell. I couldn't sleep. My chest ached constantly. Everywhere I looked, I saw her. The memories haunted me. The way she laughed, the way she used to hold my hand, the promises we made. But then, slowly, something shifted. I realized I wasn't just mourning Emily. I was mourning the person I thought she was. The person who never really existed. One night, sitting alone in my new place, I thought about calling her. My finger hovered over her number. Part of me still wanted to hear her voice, to believe she regretted everything. But another part of me, the stronger part, told me that going back would only destroy me more. So instead, I deleted her number. I blocked her on everything. And for the first time in weeks, I felt a little lighter. But the story didn't end there. Because just when I thought I was finally moving on, Emily showed up at my door. It was late evening when I heard the knock on my door. At first, I thought it was a neighbor, but when I opened it, there she was. Emily. Standing there with swollen eyes, clutching her coat like it was the only thing keeping her together. Can we talk? She whispered. For a moment, I just stood there, stunned. Part of me wanted to slam the door in her face. Another part of me still ached for her. Against my better judgment, I stepped aside. She walked in, looking around my small new apartment. You really left, she said quietly, her voice breaking. I had to, I replied. She sat on the edge of the couch, her hands trembling. I made the biggest mistake of my life. Ryan doesn't mean anything to me. I ended it. I can't sleep, I can't eat, all I think about is you. Her words hit me like a wave. A few weeks ago, I would have given anything to hear that. But now, I just felt tired. Emily, I said slowly, you broke something that can't be fixed. You didn't just cheat. You lied every day for months. You made me feel like I wasn't enough. Do you know what that does to someone? Tears streamed down her cheeks. I know, and I hate myself for it. But please, can't we try again? I'll do anything. I looked at her for a long moment. I saw the woman I once loved, the memories we shared, the future I thought we'd have. But I also saw the betrayal, the nights of lies, the pain that still lingered in my chest. I can forgive you, I finally said. But I can't forget. And if I can't forget, we'll never be the same. Every time you're late, every time your phone buzzes, I'll wonder. I'll doubt. That's not love anymore. That's a prison. She sobbed, covering her face with her hands. My heart ached, but deep down, I knew this was the truth. I loved you more than anything, I whispered. But I love myself enough now to let you go. I walked to the door and opened it. She looked at me one last time, her eyes full of regret, then stepped outside. I closed the door slowly, the sound echoing in the silence of my apartment. For the first time in months, I felt free. Not happy, not yet. But free. And maybe that was the beginning of something better.